to write a little bit of Faded Love. They're an old country song. Never met a fiddle player who didn't love playing Faded Love. I'm going to make a controversial statement because why not? It's YouTube. So sometimes the most professional thing you could do as a musician is to play the melody. So a lot of times we fall into this trap where we think, no, the melody is for beginners and the pros do something fancier. And a lot of times it's the opposite. The beginners are exploring and learning and everything, and the pros can really, really artfully play a melody, right? So yeah, there are players that, you know, find all the nuances and all the variations and stuff like that, and like Bruce Dickinson might say, explore the studio space. Really explore the studio space, you know, to a young Will Ferrell there with his cowbell. But once you got your trousers on like everybody else and you're ready to make gold records like Bruce Dickinson, the most professional thing you might want to do is play the melody. Now, I want to give an example of two, I could name others, but two really top level bluegrass guitar players or flat picking guitar players that really make or made a melody their focus, okay? And so one of them has passed away. His name is James Allen Shelton. And he played for Ralph Stanley. I never met him or anything like that, but I listened to his albums. It's like you've got top-level professional bluegrass musicians who are pretty much only playing the song, who really don't stray too far. And a lot of times we hear albums where, you know, after half a verse, you know, the song's gone and people are improvising. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just a different way to do it. But on his albums, people really... he did, and the people that he's playing with really stick on the song. But when I hear it, I'm like, well, they sound as good as anybody else. So they're top-level musicians who are really playing the song. And it's really refreshing to hear. So he's got a bunch of albums. You can hear them on YouTube. I'm sure they're on something else too. But James Allen Shelton is great. Another is a friend of mine. His name is Roberto Della Vecchia. If you haven't heard him, go find his YouTube channel. He's fantastic. And Roberto, being from Italy, you know, there's not as many people to jam with or play with in Italy. And he's developed a style where he can really play a song all by himself, meaning the melody of the song, the bass notes, chords and stuff. And he's a beautiful guitar player. Really, really plays clear and clean. Good person to emulate if you want to know what a good tone sounds like. So check out Roberto's YouTube channel. He's fantastic. Like I was going to say, like the pros can really make a melody sound great, and it's the timing, it's the taste, it's over anything else, the tone, you know. So even as you're learning, you can learn to get really, really good tone. So if it's a matter of, you know, changing, you know, looking for the tone, where's the tone at here? Is it a matter of trying a different pick or angling the pick? You know, these things that get you a good tone, making sure your finger's in the right spot, get the best sound you can out of the guitar. And then the inflections, adding the slides in and the hammer-ons that make it really sound good. Right? Not just, I could play that bad. That's really simple. Or I could play it with a little soul. And what that means to me is a little inflection. You know, add a drone in, add something in. You know, from a listener's perspective, when they hear the song, you know, they're either like, okay, you play a melody they've heard. All of a sudden they're like, oh, I know that song. They want you to hear the song. And then they also want to hear what you do with the song. So it's not that they mind when you get off the song a little bit, but they want to hear what you do with it. But they also still want it to be the song. Just from a listener's perspective. They're like, yeah, I really like what he did with that. But they don't necessarily want to hear you playing an entirely different thing. There's a place for everything. So there's a place for improvising. But they really do like to hear the melody of the song. So I'm going to play a little more Faded Love, and I might get off of it a little bit, but I'll try to come back to the song. Teach lessons and classes all the time. Check them out, andyslessons.com. Here's a little bit more Faded Love in the key of D.